Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, the giant bomber that has ruled the skies for 70 years. Introduction. In aviation history, some aircraft become legendary, not only because of their technical capabilities, but also because of how long they remain in service. These aircraft are more than just machines of war. They become symbols of an era. One of those aircraft is the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress. Developed in the 1950s, this massive bomber is still actively flying today. Even in modern military operations, the B-52 continues to play an important role, and current plans suggest that it may remain in service until the 2050s. This means the aircraft could approach nearly a century of operational service, making it one of the longest-serving military aircraft in history. So what makes the B-52 Stratofortress so special? Why has it remained in service for so many decades? And how does this Cold War bomber still play a role in modern warfare? In this video, we'll explore the history, capabilities, technology, and future of the B-52 Stratofortress. The birth of the B-52. The story of the B-52 begins during one of the most tense periods in modern history, the Cold War. After World War II, the world was divided between two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. This rivalry quickly evolved into an intense nuclear arms race. The United States needed a long-range bomber capable of carrying nuclear weapons across continents. The goal was simple but critical: ensure strategic deterrence by being able to strike anywhere in the world. To meet this requirement, the American aerospace company Boeing began developing a new strategic bomber. The result of this project was the aircraft that would later become legendary, the B-52 Stratofortress. The first prototype flew in 1952, and after several improvements, the aircraft officially entered service with the United States Air Force in 1955. In total, 744 B-52 aircraft were built, and they quickly became the backbone of America's strategic bomber force. A massive strategic bomber. The B-52 Stratofortress is truly an impressive aircraft in terms of both size and capability. Its wingspan is about 56 meters, 185 feet, while the length of the aircraft reaches nearly 48 meters, 159 feet. The maximum takeoff weight is approximately 220 tons. This enormous aircraft is powered by 8 turbofan engines, which generate the thrust required to lift the massive bomber into the air. The B-52 can reach speeds of about Mach 0.84, or roughly 1,050 km per hour. However, what makes the B-52 remarkable isn't its speed, it's its range and payload capacity. Without aerial refueling, the aircraft can travel around 14,000 kilometers. With refueling in the air, the bomber can remain operational for extremely long missions. In some cases, the duration of a mission is limited only by the endurance of the crew. A flying arsenal. One of the most impressive features of the B-52 is the enormous amount of weapons it can carry. The aircraft is capable of carrying more than 31 tons of ordnance. This includes unguided gravity bombs, laser-guided bombs, GPS, guided precision munitions, air-launched cruise missiles, naval mines. Because it can carry such a wide range of weapons, the B-52 is an extremely flexible platform. During a single mission, the aircraft can strike multiple types of targets using different weapon systems. For this reason, military planners often describe the B-52 as a flying arsenal. Advanced targeting systems. When the B-52 was first developed, it relied on mostly analog technology. But over the decades, the aircraft has undergone continuous modernization. Today's B-52 bombers are equipped with advanced electronic systems that dramatically improve their combat effectiveness. Electro-optical sensors and infrared cameras allow crews to detect targets from long distances. One particularly important technology is FLIR, forward-looking infrared. This system allows pilots to detect heat signatures and identify targets even in complete darkness. In addition, modern targeting pods help crews locate, identify, and track targets with high precision. These systems significantly increase the aircraft's accuracy and effectiveness in combat. Night operations. Many modern military operations take place at night, making night fighting capability extremely important. B-52 crews use NVG, or night vision goggles, during nighttime missions. These systems allow pilots to operate safely in low-light environments and maintain situational awareness. With night vision equipment, pilots can better observe terrain features, detect other aircraft more easily, maintain safe navigation in low visibility conditions. This technology greatly improves both operational safety and combat effectiveness during nighttime missions. Maritime operations. Many people think of the B-52 only as a bomber designed to strike land targets. However, the aircraft is also capable of supporting maritime operations. For example, B-52 bomb. B-52 bombers can patrol large ocean areas and conduct surveillance missions. Two B-52 aircraft can monitor hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of ocean surface in just a few hours. This capability makes them valuable assets for maritime patrol missions. The aircraft can also carry anti-ship weapons capable of striking enemy vessels from long distances. Additionally, B-52 bombers can deploy naval mines, which can restrict the movement of enemy fleets. The B-52 in modern warfare. Despite being designed during the Cold War, the B-52 remains relevant in modern military operations. One of the aircraft's biggest advantages is its ability to remain airborne for extended periods of time. From high altitude, the bomber can patrol large areas while waiting for target information from ground forces. When needed, it can quickly deliver precision-guided munitions against enemy targets. This capability makes the B-52 particularly valuable for providing close air support to troops on the ground. Ground forces can request air support, and the bomber can respond quickly with highly accurate strikes. Continuous modernization. One of the main reasons the B-52 has remained in service for so long is its continuous modernization. Over the decades, the US Air Force has repeatedly upgraded the aircraft's avionics, radar systems, navigation equipment, weapons systems. As a result, while the airframe itself is decades old, much of the technology inside the aircraft is relatively modern. Future modernization programs are expected to include new engines and improved radar systems. These upgrades will help ensure that the B-52 remains operational for many more years. In fact, current plans aim to keep the aircraft flying until at least 2050. The current B-52 fleet today, B-52 Stratofortress bombers, remain an essential part of America's strategic bomber force. They operate primarily under the Air Force Global Strike Command. The aircraft are stationed at several US Air Force bases and can be deployed quickly to various regions around the world. This global reach allows the United States to maintain a powerful strategic presence. Even after decades of service, the B-52 continues to play a key role in maintaining military readiness and strategic deterrence. Conclusion. The B-52 Stratofortress is one of the most iconic bombers in aviation history. First developed more than 70 years ago, the aircraft remains relevant thanks to its long-range, massive payload capacity and continuous technological upgrades. With modernization programs underway, the B-52 is expected to remain in service well into the 2050s. This means the aircraft could achieve nearly a century of operational service, something very few military aircraft have ever accomplished. After decades in the skies, the B-52 Stratofortress continues to stand as a symbol of endurance, power, and engineering excellence. And for many years to come, this legendary bomber will likely remain a familiar sight in the skies above the world.